In today's video, let's talk about the roadmap to building a 7-figure e-commerce business. We'll talk about the organic marketing side of things, then email and SMS. Afterwards, we'll talk about ads, and finally scaling all of those together. If you don't know who I am, my name is Justin and I'm the founder of Wizo Media, an e-commerce growth agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. All right. Organic marketing first. This is always what you want to prioritize when you first start with a brand. If you're making below 10K per month, don't even think about doing any ads whatsoever. You want to focus on organic marketing. Right now in 2022, what works great is Reels and short form video content. So you need to post as much content as humanly possible every single day. You have to be consistent and play by the platform's rule and recommendations. On TikTok, what I would recommend is you actually do start posting at least, at the very minimum, 3 TikToks per day, as well as 3 Instagram Reels per day. And then on IG Reels, also what's working amazingly well right now is that a lot of people are converting their pictures and static images into Reels. So they're actually making them full screen images to be able to turn them into a static reel, meaning that it looks like an image, but it's actually being exported as a still image for, let's say, 15 seconds that you put as a reel. So with that being said, people are capitalizing on that right now because this is what the algorithm is pushing. Again, this is pretty much like a 2015 to 2017 Instagram feed. This is the same as the algorithm was back then with hashtags as an example. So you want to make sure that you capitalize on that opportunity first to be able to start getting your first few sales, customers, followers. Again, in this phase, all you need to care about is content. You need to be omnipresent. You need to be there every single day in front of your customers and post as much content as you can possibly do every single day. Afterwards, you need to be very active with your community. So this is about responding to every single DM, responding to every single comment, and doing follow for follow. It still works at a small scale. So if you're especially starting out, if you're below 5,000 followers with a new account, look, you could be listening to this right now and being, verified on Instagram, having 200,000 followers, but you're new to TikTok as an example. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that whatever platform that is, until you have reached 5,000 followers, you need to make sure that you're responding to every single comment. You need to respond to every single DM, as well as follow pretty much everybody that actually follows you. So that means that you create a bit of a bigger sense of trust and connection with your customers. Bit of a bonus tip for the organic section of things. We've had some pretty good success. Actually, we've seen this success within our client base where they've actually created Facebook groups for their brand or actually created a Facebook community within their own page. So this is a very good idea to increase the sense of belonging that people would have with your brand. And this works very well with products that actually have a subscription model, as people can actually create community around that. I'm thinking, if you think about products like Athletic Greens as an example, which is one of these green shakes that I've personally tested, don't like a lot, but they're actually doing pretty great as a brand. Well, this would be the perfect brand to create a community because it's a subscription-based product, meaning that there are a lot of people who consume this product on a daily basis, and they might want to share tips about, they could create a group like biohacking by Athletic Greens, right? Something like that. And they could create a community around biohacking, but at the end of the day, it is to kind of push their products. So that's one way to do it. Other way to do it is just interacting more with your audience, right? Doing a lot more quizzes, polls, or essentially making them participate within the comment section. But again, the group works very well for subscription-based products. Now, what I would say is once you're getting close to the 10K per month mark, or even a little bit before that, you want to start your emails. You want to get on Klaviyo. You actually want to have very solid flows. Emails are great to increase customer lifetime value. They're also great to nurture your potential customers, right? Your pre-purchase flows, as well as your post-purchase flows, which, as I just mentioned, to nurture your current customers. So you want to set that up. Pretty cost effective, and also will benefit your ads once you start running them. So once you're at 10K per month, this is when you start running your ads. So once you get into ads, what I would strongly recommend, again, at the time of recording this video, is you want to use TikTok as your leading platform when it comes to top of funnel traffic. Then you probably also want to be on Instagram ads, at least for your top of funnel traffic with your ads. Then you want to do retargeting primarily on Facebook, Instagram with automatic placements. You want to reuse your best performing ads from TikTok and port those over over to Instagram and Facebook. I would say wait a little bit before you actually start doing Google ads. In my opinion, Google ads should come a little bit later within your strategy, just because, branded, as an example, branded search is an amazing way for you to start running ads, but it does require some form of traffic for you to have enough people to even see these ads. So you can start running branded actually pretty early on Google, but it won't really benefit your brand that much until you have at least some form of traffic or people that actually search for your brand to some extent. So, which is why I'm saying start with Facebook and TikTok for top of funnel first. Once you have a lot of people and a lot of engagement and traffic to your site, then you get into Google. Now, at this point, with doing all of these steps, you're probably at 20, 30, 40, 50K per month. Like that should get you up to that point. It's what we usually see with our current brands. After the $50,000 per month mark for e-commerce brands, usually what you want to do is just start scaling the current efforts. So that could mean actually exploring new ad channels. So that could actually be, as an example, going on Pinterest. That could also be going on Bing, as an example. But really at that point, what we usually want to do is double down on what currently works. So if we're seeing good results on TikTok, we'll increase the budget on the platform. For doing the same thing on Facebook, same thing over there. So we'll usually start increasing budgets on these platforms. And this is pretty much what gets you to a $88,000 a month or so. So let's just call it $100,000 per month, which is pretty much the 7-figure level for an e-com brand. I've actually recently released a video talking about a TikTok scaling strategy, which I highly recommend you check out. That gives you a good framework for you to use when you want to start scaling your budget on TikTok. I've released in the past some tips about scaling on Facebook, which I also highly encourage you to check out. Look, the ways you scale will be different depending if you're a subscription-based product or if you have a single product funnel or if you're a multiple SKU store. It's honestly very different from all these three. So what I would say is that depending on what type of brand you are, I'd highly recommend you leave a comment down below. Let me know which type of specific product focused scaling video you want me to record. And if there's enough demand for a single type of product, I'll make sure to record a full scaling strategy for one of these three. So that's pretty much it. This is the framework on how you get to the 7-figure level. Look, that was very much of a top level view roadmap. Obviously, I could actually create separate videos for each steps, which I probably will end up doing in the future, but this is kind of the roadmap. You should have it in mind. You should lay out in front of you. You should probably use tools like Lucid Chart as an example to make a chart out of that roadmap and integrate, your brand in there and see how you could plug and play that within your store right now. With that being said, if you're making at least $20,000 to $30,000 a month with your brand and you're ready to scale, I invite you to click on the link in the description down below and book in a very short demo call with our team. So on that call, we'll take a look at your brand, see if you're a good fit for automated UGC systems, TikTok ads, or omni-channel marketing programs. If that's the case, we'll help you scale. If not, worst comes to worst, we'll just leave you with a free action plan to implement on your own. So on that note, make sure you check out other videos of the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.